Hello, this is Samuel. I inaugurate this channel where I just read things. It's 10:40 on a Friday evening, and my roommate is having a Valentine's party with his girlfriend. So instead, I'm going to read Song of Solomon on my own. I had read up to chapter 3 with my father just today, so I'm going to read chapter 5. Song of Solomon 5. I am come into my garden, my sister, my spouse. I have gathered my myrrh with my spice. I have eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I have drunk my wine with my milk. Eat, O friends, drink yet, drink abundantly, O beloved. So here, there's not much to say, it's just a very funny line. Drink my wine with my milk. Eat my honeycomb with my honey. My garden, my sister, my spouse, I have gathered my myrrh with my spice. This writer is very good at smelling things. Myrrh and my spice. Earlier there was a line, milk and honey under thy tongue, meaning he had kissed his lover and he had discovered honey and milk under her tongue, his tongue. I've eaten my honeycomb with my honey. I've drunk. Who would ever drink wine with milk? It's ridiculous. Eat, O friends, drink, drink abundantly, O beloved. I sleep, but my heart waketh. It is the voice of my beloved that knocketh, saying, Open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled. For my head is filled with dew, I'm cold, and my locks with the drops of the night. I sleep, but my heart waketh. It is the voice of my beloved that knocks on the door, saying, Open to me, my sister, my love, my dove, my undefiled, my pure one who has not been defiled. He's at the door. I had something arranged here. So, for some reason, he's always talking about sister and wife together. I thought I would refer to a Paul Celan poem where he uses the same line. It's the idea that the marriage should not be between strangers. It should be kept in the house or in the family, in this case Israel. And that, I'll just read this. Landscape. You lofty poplars are trees, humans of the earth. You blackened ponds of happiness, you mirror them towards death. I saw you, sister, standing in this brilliance. Ich sah dich, Schweizer, Stein in diesem Glanz. In Egypt, thou shalt say to the eye of the woman stranger, Be the water. Water is always death. Thou shalt seek in the stranger's eyes those thou knowest in the water. Here, the eyes of the woman, generally I think blonde women, their eyes are blue. Thou shalt seek in the strange, this blondness is important, in the stranger's eye, this blue color, but you shall seek there those thou knowest in the water, those who have died in the Holocaust, the Shoah. Thou shalt summon them from water. Ruth, Naomi, Miriam, these are the Jewish matriarchs. A lovely, beautiful woman. Ruth, Naomi, Miriam. Thou shalt adorn them when thou liest, when you sleep with the stranger. Thou shalt adorn them with the stranger's cloud hair, her blonde hair. Thou shalt say to Ruth and Miriam and Naomi, Behold, I sleep with her. Thou shalt most beautifully adorn the woman stranger near thee. The woman stranger, the distant stranger, not from your family, not your sister. Thou shalt adorn her with sorrow for Ruth, for Miriam and Naomi. Thou shalt say to the stranger, Behold, I slept with them. So this also follows the line from Todesfugue. Todesfugue is the death fugue. Dein goldenes Hair, Margarete, your goldenes Hair, Margaret. Margaret is the wife of Faust. Dein aschenes Haar, Sulamit. Sulamit is the woman from Song of Songs. Anyway, this is what I think about sister. Ich sag dich, Schweister, Steinen diesem Gelanz. So that's why he always keeps talking about his sister. Open to me, my sister. It's more like cousin, my love, my dove, my undefiled. For my head is filled with dew, and my locks with the drops of the night. I have put off my coat. How shall I put it on? Wow, what a seducer. I have already taken off my coat. Can I put it on again? I have washed my feet. How shall I defile them? My beloved put in his hand by the hole of the door, and my bowels were moved for him. I mean, I don't need to say what that is. I rose up to open to my beloved, and my hands dropped with myrrh, and my fingers with sweet-smelling myrrh upon the handles of the lock. I opened to my beloved, but my beloved had withdrawn himself and was gone. My soul failed when he spake. I sought him, but I could not find him. I called him, but he gave me no answer. The watchmen, the police that went about the city found me. They smote me, they wounded me. The keepers of the walls took away my veil from me. They shamed me. I charge you, O daughters of Jerusalem, if you find my beloved, that you tell him that I am sick of love. What is thy beloved more than any other beloved, O thou fairest among women? What is thy beloved more than any other beloved, that thou dost so charge us? My beloved is white and ruddy, the chiefest among 10,000. His head is as the most fine gold. His locks are bushy and black as a raven. His eyes are as the eyes of doves by the rivers of waters, washed with milk and fitly set. The eyes of doves, birds, by the rivers of waters, washed with milk, these white, blue, white, and fitly set. His cheeks are as a bed of spices, as sweet flowers. His lips like lilies, dropping sweet-smelling myrrh. Myrrh must smell very, very good. Never smelled it before. It's probably in the groceries. As sweet flowers. His hands, these are just a lot of images. They're kind of random. His hands are as gold rings set with beryl. His belly is as bright. I always love that belly. His belly is as bright ivory overlaid with sapphire. His legs are as pillars of marble, set upon sockets of fine gold. His countenance is as Lebanon, excellent as the cedars. His mouth is most sweet, he is altogether lovely. This is my beloved, and this is my friend, O daughters of Jerusalem. Probably should end here. I want to keep these things under 10 minutes. I guess we can look at the poem another time. Okay. Landscape. You lofty poplars, humans of the earth, you blackened ponds of happiness, you mirror them toward death. I saw you, sister, standing in this brilliance. Ich sah dich, Schweister, stein in diesem Glanz. Dein goldenes Haar, Margaret, dein aschenes Hair, Sulamit. Thou shalt summon them from the water, Ruth, Naomi, Miriam. Thou shalt adorn them when thou liest with the stranger. Thou shalt adorn them with the stranger's cloud hair. Thou shalt say to Ruth and Miriam and Naomi, Behold, I sleep with her. I'm sorry. Thou shalt most beautifully adorn the woman stranger near thee. Thou shalt adorn her with sorrow for Ruth, for Miriam and Naomi. Thou shalt say to the stranger, Behold, I slept with thee. Rilke has a line about how whenever you sleep with someone, the person, all the previous people that the person slept with are there in their bloodstream, screaming out against you. The mothers are deep within the blood, he says. And Rilke, influence can be felt on Celan, and even more you can feel the Song of Solomon in Paul Celan. Paul Celan is a Jewish poet whose parents perished in the Holocaust. And you can feel the tradition from Rilke, from Solomon, all the way to him here. I'm keeping these under 10 minutes, so I've got to stop.